What are the key scales for jazz guitar improvisation? Imagine walking into a jazz club and hearing a guitar solo that feels perfectly connected to the music's soul. That magic comes from knowing the right scales to use at the right moments. When it comes to jazz guitar, understanding the core scales is like having a toolbox filled with colors to paint your musical story. The foundation starts with the major scale, which is the backbone of most melodies and harmonies in jazz. This scale has 7 notes and forms the basis for many modes and chords. From the major scale, you get the Ionian mode, which is simply the major scale itself, used over major chords. Then there's the Dorian mode, a minor scale with a raised 6th, perfect for improvising over minor chords, especially the second chord in a typical jazz progression called the Roman 2 chord. The Mixolydian mode is another key player, with a flat 7th, giving it a bluesy dominant sound ideal for the V chord in a 2-5-1 progression. The Lydian mode adds a modern, floating feel with its raised 4th, often used over major chords where a more colorful sound is desired. The Locrian mode is a bit more dissonant, with a flat 2nd and flat 5th, and it fits well over half diminished chords, which are common in jazz. The altered scale, sometimes called the super Locrian, is used over dominant chords with altered tensions like flat 9 or sharp 9, creating tension that resolves beautifully to the tonic. The diminished scale, which alternates whole and half steps, adds tension and complexity, especially over dominant chords leading to resolution. Don't forget the pentatonic scales, which are simple 5-note scales that serve as a great starting point for melodic improvisation. They can be expanded with passing tones to create more interest. To really master these scales, it's important to learn them in all 12 keys and practice their fingerings on the fretboard. Jazz guitarists often use these scales to outline chord tones and tensions, making their solos sound rich and connected to the harmony. For example, over a 2-5-1 progression, you might use the Dorian scale over the Roman 2 chord, Mixolydian or altered scales over the V chord, and the Ionian or Lydian over the I chord. The more comfortable you become with these scales and their positions, the more naturally your improvisations will flow. It's all about understanding how each scale fits into the harmonic context of jazz music. By doing so, you can create solos that are both melodic and harmonically sound, capturing the spirit of jazz guitar legends who have shaped the sound of jazz through their mastery of these scales.